What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Today we will have Leeds United in either Leicester or Real Madrid, depending on whether or not we win the Premier League against Leeds. If we win against Leeds and we win the Premier League, there's no need to show the Leicester match, so I will show the Champions League final against Real Madrid. If not, if we have to play both games, Real Madrid will be its own episode. So we'll see what happens this game. Let's get right into the team report. Bruno Fernandes is back. He's limited to only 75 minutes, but I'm going to start him. This is a big match. We need him. Paul Pogba is still suspended. I guess it just seems like he's been out more since we've had a lot of other competitions in there, and he was suspended for the Champions League too, I think. So he's not played very many games recently for us, but when he has, he's been amazing. So it really sucks to be without him, but we have to deal with it. Fred was going to start because Donny van de Beek's a little bit tired. Martial's a little bit tired, but he just played like a 9.2 last match, so I can't really bench him. So he's going to play. Other than that, I think it's our strongest lineup. Lindelof, Bailly, Maguire. Bailly back to the middle. We're playing our more defensive tactic. It did well versus Tottenham, so I'm hoping it'll do well versus Leeds. Let's get right into the match. See if we can win the Premier League. I'm going to point the finger and say a win here will secure the title, so I expect nothing less. They're all motivated by it. Great team talk. It's a big day all around. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion, and the atmosphere is something to behold. Hopefully we can harness the energy and intensity of the day and send the fans home happy. Do you look forward to the type of atmosphere that typically comes with rivalry matches, or do you think it might have a negative effect on some of your players? I'm sure we'll receive great backing from our supporters, and that'll soon do away with any doubts that may be lingering. Obviously, to win it in a rivalry match will be pretty sweet. So hopefully we can get that done today. We were not very good against Burnley, but we looked amazing against Tottenham. So if we can carry that performance into this one, we should do well. Let's get right into it. And we immediately have an injury. Perfect. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's been in very good form recently, is injured with a thigh injury. That's not good. Brandon Williams has to immediately come into the game. 40 seconds in. That is less than ideal. We have a highlight almost immediately, 5 minutes in, and it just gets headed over by Jack Harrison. A very dangerous looking attack already by Leeds. They have been the better team so far. We finally get a shot here in the 12th minute, and we get two more in very quick succession. Looks like we're starting to get back into the game. We are getting absolutely destroyed by possession. Not even close. That's a little bit low, even for us. I don't focus on possession, but that's still a little low. Ball into Bruno Fernandes. He might be able to get there. He gets there before the sliding Dallas. Cuts inside, puts a shot on, but he's just wide. That looked good, then it kind of curled out a little bit, curled wide, but it looked good off his foot. Kemik with a good interception. We have I guess only two players with yellow cards. Just the last two players to touch the pitch both had yellow cards, or touched the ball. Kemik again on his yellow card. Into Rashford. Rashford's going to run at the defense. He gets tackled by Cooper, though, but a ball falls to Martial. Into Rashford. Back to Martial. No, he puts it out for wide to Tellez. Tellez is going to get tackled. Is that a penalty? They're going to consult VAR. That might be a penalty. They're checking the penalty, and it is a penalty. Bruno Fernandes will give us a chance to put us up 1-0 in the match that will win us the Premier League. And Bruno Fernandes scores because he is an amazing penalty taker, and of course he does. We are 1-0 up over Leeds United, 30 minutes in. Not the best start to the game, but we got on the score sheet. That's what matters. And it looks like that's going to be the only action in the first half. The only goal comes from the penalty spot. We have not looked that good. Obviously, most of our XG is from that penalty. Penalties are 0.72 or 0.75 XG, so a lot of that came from the penalty. Other than that, we haven't really created much. We've won possession back a little bit more. It's only 45%. I can accept that. When they had 65%, that's a little much, but when they have 55, that's fine. They can have 55% possession. I'm going to say we've got to guard against complacency now. Don't think the job is done. Absolutely cannot rest on our laurels. Say there's a lot more to come from Fred, but he is nervous, but he's playing okay, so I'm going to keep him in. Bruno's can only play another 30 minutes, so Hopefully, we can put the game out of reach in the next 30 minutes so I can take him off. Because if the game's still in hand, I probably won't take him off, even though it's suggested we take him off after 75 minutes. A ball through to Rashford, but he is offside. It looked like he was, but I wasn't sure. Rashford is offside. Will not count. We are not 2-0 up. It was a nice ball, but clear offside. No goal. He looked pretty far off. They have gone 4-2-4. They're really pushing for this. They need this game for European football. So they're really attacking us. Rodrigo going through. Rodrigo with the shot, but he goes right at De Gea. 62 minutes, and I think that was their first shot of the second half. Their first shot on target. They have another attack here, though, with Rafinha down the left-hand side into Rodrigo. Those two playing together pretty well. Back to Rodrigo. Looks to get the ball in, but it gets cleared by Kemik. Only as far as Martial, who puts a ball over for Rashford. He is onside this time. Rashford threw on goal, and Rashford finds the back of the net. We are 2-0 up after 65 minutes. Marcus Rashford staying clinical like he was last game. He finds the back of the net. Our strikers are really combining and doing well. It's about time because they started off pretty slowly. But Martial with a good ball over the top to Rashford, and he does not mess up. When he's throwing goal, he finds the back corner of the net. Good finish. They've actually gone a little bit more defensive now. They've gone back to the 4-3-3. I don't know why. They really need to push for it now. Bruno is going to come off. He's tired. He's only supposed to have 75 minutes. I'm going to bring on Donnie. I don't trust to bring on Dylan Levitt yet. Kamavinga's tired and on a yellow. Williams is tired. That's weird. Well, I guess he came on in the first 30 seconds, so that kind of makes sense. Do I take Kamavinga off? I think I will. Bring on Matic. He's on a yellow. He is tired. Probably being on take off Tellez here in the next couple of minutes. They have moved back to their 4-2-4. I don't know why they moved away from it, but let's take off. Oh, we don't have. Oh, yeah, because we subbed on Williams. That stinks. I was really hoping to get Luke Shaw into this game, but we'll have to deal with what we've got. Hopefully, we can see this game out and win the Premier League. I'm going to praise the team. I'll go time wasting. Just see the game out. And with 4 minutes left, it looks like we're going to win the Premier League. And blow the whistle. We have done it. Manchester United have won the Premier League in the first season. They're not going to do it in real life, at least unless Man City has the most epic chokes ever seen. It's not going to happen in real life. But it happens in the game. Our first season with Manchester United, we win the league. We win the FA Cup. We have a chance to win the Champions League. What a season. We were so good this season. We fully deserved to win the Premier League. We were the best on goal difference. We had the best form over the season. Our formation did really well for us. I'm very happy with this season. Let's get into the dressing room. I'm going to say, congratulations. Enjoy these moments. They're what every footballer dreams of. A superb performance. Hopefully Wan-Bissaka is going to be back for the Champions League final. Congratulations, Ryan. How does it feel to win the Premier League? I'm delighted for everyone involved. It's taken a lot of hard work, but moments like these make it all worthwhile. What was labeled as a huge match for Man United, your team certainly lived up to the pre-match billing. You must be delighted with the result. It's a brilliant feeling. Everyone has worked so hard, and they're getting their rewards right now. So this will be the last episode of the season, because we will be doing the Champions League final in this episode. Bielsa, be quiet. You lost. 2 months. Wan-Bissaka will not be back for the Champions League final. He is out 2 months. I mean, it doesn't really matter since this is the end of the season, but I was really hoping to have him back for the Champions League final. He's been really good this season. And it's a pretty big drop-off between him and Brandon Williams, so it'd be nice if Tellez or Luke Shaw could play there, but they cannot, so that's unfortunate. I have won the Premier League 2 years ahead of schedule. Neville declares a win, a proud day for the fans. Man United board are happy. I'm one of the top American managers. Absolutely fantastic season. I'll play this Leicester game. I'll fully rotate for it. I don't want any other starters to get injured, so I'll fully rotate for Leicester, and I'll see you back for the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Before we get into the Real Madrid match, I wanted to show this, just the goal score, top goal scorers, the Golden Glove, all that. So the top goal scorer was Jamie Vardy with 28 goals. Batshuayi, of all players, was second with 24, but Anthony Martial was third top goal scorer in the league with 23 goals. De Gea won the Golden Glove. He conceded 9 goals. He had 22 clean sheets in 28 appearances. David De Gea was absolutely fantastic. I think our back line was absolutely fantastic. They didn't have the best ratings, really. None of our center backs had amazing ratings on the season, but obviously to only concede 9 goals, your defense has to be doing something right. I get the manager of the year, and team of the year is mostly our players. Bailly, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, De Gea, Van de Beek. Van de Beek, actually, instead of... How is Bruno Fernandes not on this list? Bruno Fernandes was fantastic. He's way better than Donny Van de Beek. Anthony Martial up top. Juan Mata, you see, actually made it. He was actually really good on the season for Arsenal. He played a 7.47 with 6 goals and 13 assists. He was crazy good. He mostly played as an attacking midfielder, which of course just doesn't fit with us. Like, we don't have an attacking midfielder in our team. We don't have a right winger in our team. We do have a midfielder, but he only played there once, and he did play well, but he just wouldn't have fit in our team. So I'm happy he got success elsewhere. That is it. Let's get into the Real Madrid game. Just a few more clicks, and we will be there. And we are back on the day of the Real Madrid Champions League final. We played Leicester in between. We beat them 2-0 with a full backup squad. So that was impressive. They were actually on really good form too, so that was an impressive win for our backups. We played really well. But now it's time for the Champions League match against Real Madrid. This is the team I'm going with. I think this is our strongest team. De Gea in goal, Lindelof, Bailly, and Maguire in defense. They are all actually on pretty good form. So that's good to see. Williams, unfortunately, has to start at right back. Kemik, deep line playmaker. Tellez on the left. Fernandes and Pogba finally back together up top. Pogba's been in insane form. Has 2 amazing games in a row, including a 10 and a 9.1. So he's played amazingly his last 2 games. Hopefully he can do that again today. Bruno Fernandes has been in just as good form as he has all season. Is he recommended for the full match? 75 minutes still, but I'll play him as much as I need to play him. If I need to play him the whole game, I'll play him the whole game. I don't care about 75 minutes. He's going to get as much game time as it takes for us to win this game. Rashford and Martial up top. They're both in pretty decent form. They had really good games 2 games ago, an 8.9 and a 9.2. So they should be pretty good for this match. This should be my best strike partnership. Greenwood's just not in form. Cavani had a good game last game, but he hasn't been amazing all season, really. Got our starting defense, starting a bench, except for Sutalo comes in for, where Williams played. So Sutalo's going to be my backup right back. Tomine is a backup center back. Dean Henderson, backup goalkeeper. I think this is it. I think this is the squad we've got. This is the squad that hopefully will win us a Champions League final. Okay, if we look at the team sheets here, they're starting Andriy Lunin in goal with Thibaut Courtois on the bench. Football Manager, what are you doing? Why are they not starting one of the best goalkeepers in the world in a Champions League final? What are you holding him back for? I don't care if he's slightly injured. He's good enough for the bench. He's good enough for the starting lineup. That is frustrating with this game. They've got Kingsley Coman on the right. Other than that, it's like their strongest squad. It's just they have a backup goalkeeper for some reason. Hopefully we can take advantage of that, but hopefully that can be the difference in the games. They've got a backup. We've got David De Gea, who's had one of the best seasons in Premier League history. I'm going to say the media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display that always gets a good result, good response. I'm going to say I have faith. Everyone's motivated. The perfect team talk. Hopefully we can get the perfect result. Can you expect an attacking focus from your team in this match? My primary focus is to make sure we keep things tight at our own end. How important will David De Gea be to Man United today? Of course he's very important. He's an outstanding player. And by far the better goalkeeper in this match today. I wouldn't say the same if they had Thibaut Courtois on net, but yeah, they're going with Andriy Lunin. They're in so-so form. Based on their recent form, this should be a loss, so that's good for us. We're in the 18th minute. Not much has happened so far. Real Madrid don't have a shot yet. We have 2, 1 on target. So it's been a pretty cagey affair so far. They are able to intercept, but Sergio Ramos dwells on the ball. Rashford steals it off his foot, puts it across to Martial, and Martial beats their backup goalkeeper to put it in the back of the net. Maybe Courtois would have done a little bit better there. Lunin got a hand to it, but he could not save it. Williams coming down the right-hand side. He gets the ball stolen by Hazard. Puts it back to Sergio Ramos, who just dwells on it too long. Rashford steals it. Across to Martial. Goes right underneath Lunin for the goal. We are 1-0 up in the Champions League final. We are now in the 40th minute. Not much has happened since that goal. No highlights until now, but we start with the highlight. Our ball, Maguire with it. Back to De Gea. Playing into Lindelof, back to Bailly, back to Lindelof. I don't like Bailly on the ball, but he finds a nice ball over the top for Rashford. Rashford's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and of course he puts it around the backup. I'm going to be saying it all game long. They have a backup in goal. They could be starting Thibaut Courtois, but instead they have a backup for the Champions League final, and we have beaten him twice for 2 goals. Nice goal there from Rashford, who set up the first goal. Bailly with a wonderful ball over the top. I did not expect that at all. Bailly is not much of a passer, but he finds Rashford over the top, who beats the goalkeeper at the near post and puts us 2-0 up in the Champions League final. We have a chance to win the treble this season. Bruno Fernandes with another corner falls to Rashford, and Rashford has a brace. We are 3-0 up in 42 minutes. 3-0 up in the first half of the Champions League final. A corner by Bruno Fernandes goes over everyone's head, but it falls to Rashford, who's attacking from the edge of the box. No, Rashford actually at the far post. Rashford's at the far post. Martial's attacking from the edge, so he finds Marcus Rashford at the far post. Rashford on an 8.8 this game. Our strikers have shown up, and we go into halftime 3-0 up. We have a 2.43 XG. We probably deserve the 3 goals. Only 6 shots on target, but we've had really good chances, and we've put them away. Real Madrid only have 3 shots, 2 of them on target, a half an XG. Do I say I'm very happy, or do I tell them don't get complacent? I'm going to say don't get complacent. You might be winning. That could all change if your performance levels drop. Don't let that happen. Lindelof's demotivated. I was worried that might happen. I really wanted to praise them, but I don't want it to all go wrong in the second half. I don't want us to choke. So hopefully we can't throw away this 3-0 lead. But they're Real Madrid. They could easily score 3 goals in a half. Looks like they've taken off Eden Hazard, though, and Toni Kroos. But Modric has come on for Kroos. Isco for Hazard. We should be seeing this game out. Mariano has come up top for Benzema, so they've gotten much weaker, but they have not played well. No one on Real Madrid's team has played well this game. I'm not going to risk Bruno Fernandes. I think we should be fine without him. I'm going to take him off for Donny van de Beek. Everyone else is staying on. Paul Pogba hasn't had a fantastic game, but our forwards have done everything we needed them to do. Our forwards have won us the Champions League final, but pretty much. There's 80 minutes gone, 10 minutes and extra time left. I don't think they could score 3 goals in that time. We might score another goal in that time, but not quite this time. Casemiro intercepts. Back to Casemiro, into Valverde, into Asensio. But Williams blocks it, but it only goes as far as Mendy. Mendy looking to run down this left-hand side. He puts the ball through to Isco, who gets there first. He puts it across, but Maguire hits it off of Mariano. And of course it goes in, because Football Manager. Maguire clears it off of Mariano's gut, and he goes right in the back of the net. That's annoying, but we still should be okay. We still are 3-1 up with 10 minutes left. Surely we can't throw this away. I'm going to start time wasting. I'm going to tell the team to focus. They've gone 4-4-2. Not the most attacking formation, but apparently that's what they think is going to win them this game. Back to Kemik, into Van de Beek, who has come on the pitch, puts the ball through for Rashford with a chance for his hat-trick, and Marcus Rashford gets a hat-trick in the Champions League final. He is now a Manchester United legend. You have to be a legend after scoring a hat-trick in a final. What a game by Marcus Rashford. That might be a 10. He was on an 8.5 before that goal. You get a hat-trick in a Champions League final, you deserve to get a 10 rating. And he looks like the 8.5 is what he's going to get. I was hoping for a 10, but he well deserves a 10. He's played amazingly this game. Williams steals the ball to Martial. Another chance for Rashford to get 4. And Rashford scores 4. Is there anything greater than a legend? Icon? Marcus Rashford is a Manchester United icon. He has scored 4 goals in a Champions League final as we absolutely thrash Real Madrid. The first season of the save, and we have absolutely thrashed Real Madrid in a Champions League final to bring home the treble. What a season this has been. I'm going to take Pogba off. He's a little bit tired. I'm going to bring Fred on. Anyone else I want to give an appearance to? Let me look at the bench. Luke Shaw probably deserves an appearance. Cavani, because this might be his last game. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Cavani. Phil Jones. This is definitely Phil Jones' last game, so I'm going to bring him on. Bring him on for Lindelof. This is definitely Phil Jones' last game with the club. I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell him this offseason. Look to bring in another center back. Maybe they should have gone with Thibaut Courtois in net. Maybe it wouldn't have been a 5-1 demolition job, because it feels like we scored about every single shot on target this game. Their loss is our gain. We will win the Champions League final. Hopefully don't get another goal. 5-1. I'm happy with that result. I've actually got more subs. I forgot this is a Champions League game, so there is more subs. Rashford is on a 10, so that's awesome. I'm going to take off Martial. I'm going to bring on Cavani. I'm going to bring on Luke Shaw. This might be Matic's last game with the team. Bring him on. I don't think I'm going to bring on the subs. I might not have any subs left, so let's see if I have any subs left. No. Those are the subs I'm going to make. All those players will see the pitch for the Champions League final. Maguire will still be on the pitch to lift the trophy. Can we get a 6th? That'd be nice. 6-1 would be even more emphasis on the result. Williams coming down this right-hand side. This might be a nothing highlight, and it goes out for a corner. I think it is a nothing highlight, an end-of-game highlight, pretty much. I think we are going to see the corner, though. Maybe. I've still got this freezing issue with the game. I've contacted Sports Interactive support about it. We're trying to find a fix for it, so I'm sorry you have to deal with that, but I don't know. I've tried everything to try to fix it. Nothing has worked. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game. It didn't work. But who cares about the freezing issue? That's something for me to figure out. But we have won a Champions League final. What a season. A Premier League, an FA Cup, and a Champions League final. The 3 biggest trophies we were had a chance to get, and we got them all in the first season. I'm still not done, though, because I want to win the quadruple. I want to win every trophy available to us. Maybe even what's 5? Quintuple? Is that quintuple, I think? If we can win the Club World Cup. So that's not part of the goal for this series. The goal is just to win the 2 domestic cups, the league and the Champions League in the same season. That's still the goal. We haven't reached it quite yet. But I think Rashford will be very instrumental in us reaching that. He has been absolutely insane this game. He deserves $500,000 a week for that performance alone. I'm going to say congratulations, lads. I'm happy with your performances out there. Enjoy your success. These are the moments you will remember when you hang up your boots. They all love it. Marcus Rashford's goal, a fierce shot, was one of the highlights of the match. Wouldn't you agree? It was a fabulous strike and worth the entry fee alone for many supporters, I'm sure. What a result. What a victory. What a season. We celebrate the famous treble. We make history at Man United. Border happy. Rashford dominates. 4 goals and an assist. I forgot about that too. He had the assist. Champions League review. Man United will certainly look back at some great wins along the way, with perhaps the most notable including a highly impressive 4-0 dismantling of Man City, a 2-1 win versus Juventus, a comprehensive 5-0 triumph over Gladbach, and a 3-1 triumph against Olympiacos. Man United's path to cup success was helped by 11 goals from Rashford, with reports of a maximum bonus pot of around $1.2 million per player for winning the competition. Man United's players have certainly got much to celebrate. The top assister was actually Donny van de Beek. That's surprising. 6 assists. Looked like Rashford was the second top goal scorer, just behind Luis Suarez. Paid out a bunch of bonuses, including $1 million to Ajax for Donny van de Beek, $4 million to Juventus for Pogba, $4 million to Shakhtar for Fred. That's not great. $8.5 million. We're still paying money to AS Monaco for Anthony Martial. Good lord. What a season, though. a lot of green in this schedule. A few smatterings of red, but mostly green. Not very many draws, you'll notice. 1 draw against Tottenham, 2 draws against Sheffield, 3 draws in total in the season. If we look at the league table, finished on 96 points, 76 goal difference. Liverpool had a great season, 91 points, 7 draws, 3 losses. But we were just a level above this season. We were clearly the best team in the competition. I'm so happy for that. Now it's time to look forward on to next season. Where do we need to improve? I'm still considering replacing Kamavinga as a starter. Kamavinga is still my long-term option there, but he really picked it up as the season went on. His second half of the season was a lot better. If you look at this, he's got a lot of 7s, high 6s, low 7s, mid 7s. He has a lot of 7s in those last 15, 10, 12 games. So he really turned it on at the end of the season. So I don't know if I'm going to replace him or not. One name I've been thinking about that I've kind of held on to, but I've used him before, and he's been an amazing deep line playmaker on defend for me, and that is Joshua Kemik. If I make a big signing, that's probably who I'm going to sign, because he played amazingly for me in that role. So I might bring Kemik in to replace Kamavinga for the short term. I'm really considering doing that and then moving Kemik to right back whenever Kamavinga gets where he has to be the starter, because I don't think Wan-Bissaka is a star there. I don't think he's ever going to be a star right back. He had a very good season, 7.22 average rating. Obviously, he's a great defensive option, but I think he'll be even better as a backup option. So that's what I might do. I might bring in Kemik for Kamavinga, eventually have him as my starting right back. Brandon Williams can be my 5th center back, or my 5th fullback. Tellez and Luke Shaw on the left. Kemik and Wan-Bissaka on the right, with Brandon Williams being the 5th player. I think he'd be great in that role. And then I've got Kemik that'll also play the deep line playmaker if I need him to. I think that might be what we do. We'll see. I might bring in another center back too. I'm not super happy with our center back partnerships. They played all right on the season, but Lindelof, we didn't have a third center back that really played very well for us. McTominay was the best one, but he didn't play a whole lot of football, and he really fell off at the end of the season. Victor Lindelof really came back into his own at the end of the season as a wide center back. I feel like this central position, Bailly's looked the best there. Like Lindelof was never played well there. Tuanzebe never played very well there. McTominay never played very well there. But Bailly seemed to do all right at that position, so that might be his long-term position. I might even change the libero to a covering central defender, because it just doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't seem to change anything really. Like all it seems to do is just get a bad rating. So I might change that and keep Bailly in the middle. We'll see. Next episode will be the off-season episode. I'll show you my signings. I'll show you my decision making going into those signings. But if you've made it this far in the video, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.